DS has been with us since I think 2014 now, and its biggest seller has been the DS7. Of course, its new numbering thing means it's got a number 4 and a number 8, and this is the DS No.7. Coming to the UK shortly, but I'm here in Provence in France to experience what is a whole new era of design. We've seen it in some other DS models, but the brand saying that they're moving into first-class luxury, more serenity, taking on, of course, the difficulty that is the wave of Chinese premium models, as well as taking on established rivals like Genesis and Lexus. And DS likes to talk about BMW, Audi, and all the legacy rivals that we're well aware of. It's a much sharper thing, bigger, longer wheelbase, available as E-Tense pure electric, and this, which is a hybrid. A plug-in hybrid is coming further down the line too. As you can see, lots of design features to talk about. Those design features include this light-up grille and the new DS badging, the cool daytime running lights and headlights, 21-inch wheels, the retractable door handles, which I have to say are a little on the flimsy side,
and the rear door handles, which my driving partner said could break her nails, and actually did.
At the back, it's all about aerodynamic efficiency, but also cool design. I mean, look at the intricacy of these rear signature lights. There's even a rear window wiper. Yay! The interior too is all about first-class luxury, with seats inspired by watch straps, which are extremely comfortable. The new Hallmark 4-spoke steering wheel. Extremely thin and very nice to look at wood, and good materials all around. Yes, there are some plastics in here, but nice fit and finish, a real quality feel to it all. The speaker grills available here with, again, very thin laser etched wood, and on La Premiere model that's remarkably thin metal. Lighting in those speaker panels. It's a bit odd that the door handle is here, but you actually pull here. The wide touchscreen, which is fairly straightforward to scroll through. Nice design touches like the lit center console. And here you also have the driving mode buttons and your adjustments for putting it into gear, reverse, and so forth. Plenty of center console storage. Strangely, only one cup holder. The largest panoramic glass roof that DS has ever fitted to a car. The increase in dimensions of the DS No.7 also translates into more backseat space, where there's again plenty of that first-class comfort. Boot space is good too, at over 500 litres, with seats of course that fold down. DS likes to say that the No.7 is all about first-class comfort. We're not talking business class or premium economy or anything, it's all about first class, which is why you've got really nice materials. You've also got what they call active scan suspension, kind of like when Mercedes brought in its magic carpet ride with a radar that looks at the road ahead and analyzes things like data from maps and what have you, to be able to give you the smoothest possible ride. And it is smooth. It's a bit of French serenity, really. In this version, which is the hybrid, you've got the 145 horsepower 1.2 litre turbocharged petrol engine and a 21 kilowatts electric motor. On paper, that doesn't seem like a lot, but to say it's ample is probably the best description, really. It certainly provides enough get up and go for the average drive, and when you find yourself on some nice Provençal roads, you can flick it into sport mode, which for some reason is bright purple, and have a bit of fun. Dynamically, it's not trying to be anything incredible, really. It's but it is very precise in terms of the inputs you make and what it actually does. There's very little tire squeal if you push it hard. It's dynamic in a serene, first class kind of way. DS says that you should be able to spend 50% of your time while driving the hybrid version in pure electric mode. But the main thing is you've got a quite extensive driving range, which is the whole point of a hybrid, right? The engine even sounds nice. It may only be that little Stellantis 1.2 turbo, but it's got that proper 3-cylinder sporty note to it without sort of being overly noisy. Electric models, of course, give you the ultimate serenity in terms of a nice silent drive, and give you quite good range. DS likes to talk about how it drove a model from Paris to Montpellier in the south of France with only one stop, whereas an Audi and a BMW that were taken on the same trip had to stop at least twice in order to recharge. The electric version will recharge it up to 160 kilowatts, which will give you a pretty decent 10 to 80% charging time. And you can easily do well over 400 miles on a charge. So, yeah, no range anxiety there most of the time. Also, most of the time, this car is not going to be driven like a motoring journalist would drive it on beautiful mountain roads. The interior, with all its superb design, is also remarkably quiet. In the electric version that I drove, there was some odd noises coming from the plastics which wrap underneath at the bottom of the doors on the back seats, which sounded like they were hitting against tin from a Chinese takeaway tray. But yeah, I don't know what that was, but certainly not experiencing it today in the hybrid. I can barely hear the tires in here. Just that 3-cylinder engine. From an engineering perspective, it does feel as though much more effort has been put into this car than you'll find with the Vauxhall, Peugeot, Citroën, and other Stellantis brands. Just as DS does with design, they've put their effort into engineering to go for that first class level of experience, to elevate it above the other brands. And that's something that was true of the previous, what was a DS7, this is now the number 7, because the DS7 accounted for 50% of all DS sales, such was its popularity, and the controls are all reasonably easy to use. You've got that standard touchscreen there, buttons on the steering wheel, with that music kicking in, which is a carefully curated playlist. That playlist is designed to show off the Electra focal audio system, which has speakers all over the place, including, to create what they call a 3D sound effect, speakers up here in the above the doors. It's a good system. Fantastic clarity of all the notes across the range. This 4-spoke steering wheel, a nice piece of design, a little thinner but nicely contoured to your hands in the 1/4 to 3 position. For those who care about this sort of thing, there's pretty good communication with the road through the steering and feedback. Nicely engineered. It's all well and good enjoying a nice mountain road, but that serenity really comes in when you're driving in an urban environment, because it's smooth. The sound insulation keeps the noise of town outside, and you can be all relaxed.
Go right on the roundabout and take the first exit. After 330 meters, pass through the toll gate, then take the highway.
You take the highway and I'll take the low way.
Pass through
Sorry,
the toll gate.
I am going to pass through the toll gate. Bit of smooth highway driving. Oh, that's merging a lot of traffic. It's when you need to overtake like this that you feel the lack of power, though. It's nice on the windy mountain roads where you're literally point and squirt from corner to corner, but on the motorway, when you're at 120, 130 kilometers an hour and you suddenly need to drop and go, there's not a lot of difference. Saint-Tropez, Marseille, of course, but there's a whole load of active cruise control systems, and those add into all the other things. There's even night vision assist, lane keeping assist, but fortunately DS have very nicely put this button here with a little car on. If you press and hold it, it turns off lane departure and all those sort of things that like to go bing and bong. There's a fatigue detection camera here as well. All the stuff that these days a manufacturer needs in order to meet Euro NCAP. There you go, from the superb Terre Blanche Resort, once owned, or originally owned by Sean Connery, 007, number 7, get it? That is the DS No.7. DS showing it still knows what it's doing and what it has to take on the premium rivals, not just Audi, BMW and Mercedes, but of course all those premium rivals that are coming in from China, making things much tougher for DS. But engineering, design, luxury, first class serenity, the DS No.7 has all of that.